And we have several Western Illinois University students here. Could you all please stand and then I'll acknowledge your organization. Western Illinois University students, please stand. You can sit down. And now the organizations of Western Illinois University students. We have members from the National Association of Colored Women's Club Incorporated. Please stand. Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Okay, he stepped out of the room. Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. College Democrats. And we also have interns that are working with the Helping campaign. Please stand. The McDonough County Democratic Central Committee members, please stand. McDonough County Democratic Central Committee members. And one person who's not here, who was a big help to us today in getting the program done, was Debbie Carruthers. We couldn't have done it without her. So in her absence, let's give her a round of applause. I'd like to introduce to you the county board candidates. From District 1, we have Michael Kirby. Ken Durkin was here, but he had a county board meeting tonight, and we know how important those meetings are. Richard Marcotte. Now the rest of the individuals, well, they're all running, but those three gentlemen are currently on the board. These are candidates that are seeking positions on the board. Dustin Bird. And I did not introduce Jekyll McLean, who is on the board. And Kelly Grader. Is Kelly here? Did I leave any of the county board candidates off?
Yes.
Tim Roberts. Thank you, Tim. But you know what, Tim? That was District 1. I hadn't got to you yet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. District 2. Kathy Olson Tracy, and I don't believe Kathy is here.
No.
Okay, and Rod McGrew is not here. They're candidates in District 2. District 3, Tim Roberts. Okay. We had a number of co-sponsors or sponsors, financial contributors today. Our platinum sponsors were the Illinois Democratic County Chairs Association. Let's give them a round of applause. Labor's International Union of North America, platinum sponsors. Gold sponsors, Martha Clem, Rich Mathers, Alice Henry, and Beth Nelson. Silver sponsors, Lee and Marilyn Calvert, Ruth Schuler, George Lee Trotter. And now to introduce you to the McDonough County Democratic Central Committee Executive Board officers. Of course, I'm the chair. Yeah. The secretary is Anna Galbraith. Bob Smith is our webmaster. Chair, Richard Dick Marcotte, Vice Chair. Jeff Nelson, Treasurer. And Lee Trotter, Special Events Fundraising Coordinator, who is in Europe for 3 weeks. Okay, and now we're going to have some remarks from our various speakers tonight. The first is a video greetings from Senator Tammy Duckworth.
Hello everyone, Senator Tammy Duckworth here. I'm sorry I couldn't join you all in person this evening, but I wanted to thank each and every one of you for what you're doing to spread the word, to make sure that folks know the real progress and the real results Democrats are making across Illinois and across the country for working families. Because that's what's going to make the difference ahead in November. We keep spreading the simple message of Democrats deliver. After all the complaining Republicans do about inflation and the deficit, it was Democrats who unanimously passed the Inflation Reduction Act to help cut inflation, slash our deficit, create jobs, and put money back into the pockets of working families everywhere. This historic, groundbreaking law will also rein in healthcare costs and finally give Medicare the power to negotiate and lower the cost of prescription drugs. For folks who are on Medicare, all out-of-pocket costs for insulin will be capped at $35 a month, saving countless lives and ensuring that no one has to choose between food and rent and the medication that they need. It's the single greatest action ever taken to tackle our climate crisis and build a more equitable, sustainable future for generations. And not a single Republican voted for any of it. I think that's a pretty clear difference in priorities. Democrats have shown time and again that we're delivering for our working families in spite of unprecedented, almost unanimous Republican obstruction. Democrats' American Rescue Plan continues to boost our economy with record job growth and record low unemployment. And thanks to the bipartisan infrastructure law, we're delivering on our promise to rebuild our nation stronger and better than before. From Chicago to Cairo, Illinoisans are seeing more sustainable roads, less congestion on their way to work, cleaner drinking water, and more in their communities. We've made great progress, but it's clear that our razor-thin Democratic majority in the Senate is not enough, and Republicans, especially MAGA Republicans, have no business being in positions of power. They've proven that they cannot lead. And we all know that right now, it's more critical than ever to have leaders who actually care and trust women with their personal medical decisions. Here in Illinois, we've made it clear that we will always protect women's full reproductive rights. But if we're going to enshrine these rights at the federal level, we need to defend and expand Democrats' razor-thin majority in the Senate. My opponent this November is in favor of a total ban on abortion, including in cases of rape, incest, and even to protect the life of the mother. That's unacceptable. That's why I need your help to defend my seat and why we must elect Democrats up and down the ballot all across the state this November. We need each and every one of you to be knocking on doors, making phone calls, and doing everything that we can. Because when it comes down to it, it's Democrats who will roll up our sleeves and keep doing the work to help others rather than helping just ourselves. Thank you again. And now let's get back to work.
And next we'll have remarks from Paul Lang.
Thank you, Belinda, and I can talk anywhere. I'm full of it, I'm old. And thanks everybody for coming out. I think the food was great. My name's Paul Lang. I live in Quincy, Illinois. I got in this race for 3 basic reasons. The first has to do with, I believe everyone has the right to choose or be involved in the process to choose our country's future. January 6, 2021, we saw that right threatened. To make it short on this, I believe I support the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, as well as the Freedom to Vote Act. These acts will make sure that voting, people aren't discriminated because of their color and whatnot. We have 15 days of early voting and also mail-in ballots available for anybody who wants them. My opponent, Mayor Miller, voted against those things. I believe every woman should have the right to make her own choice in regards to reproductive rights and health care rights and issues. I ran for state representative unsuccessfully in '94 and '96, and I believe that then, and I believe it now. The Supreme Court recently overturned Roe versus Wade, so I would support any effort to reverse that legislatively. I also believe the economy should be for everybody, that we should expand it so that the 15th Congressional District, sorry about that, I'm not used to talking too much. I'm an amateur. Has a chance to have a livelihood, raise a family, to build their community, to have a life. I support the American, let me get it here, Rescue Plan, the Infrastructure Jobs Act, the Inflation Reduction Act, and the CHIPS Manufacturing Act, Science Act. And I in this part of Illinois especially, and I live in Quincy, not only will it fix roads and bridges, but we'll put money to modernizing our locks and dams up the rivers, the Mississippi and the Illinois River. Which means in the future, it may improve our commerce. Because then instead of having to break up the barges to get them through the locks and dams, because of enlarging the lock and dams, we'll be able to just run them up a lot faster. Won't have to break the barge loads up. The third thing, well, wait a minute, let me back up for a second. I do this quite a bit. But just last week I was in this auditorium. I wanted to mention this for those of you who don't know about what's going on. And it's an issue in McDonough County and some other counties around, such as Christian and Macon. They're building a pipeline, or they're proposing to build a CO2 pipeline through this area. And all I want to do is tell people, the good and bad are out there, but do not, if you know somebody or you are close to one of the pipelines, you have property, don't let the pipeline companies come in and bully you, because they will. You have rights. I would suggest, especially if you own land, that you get a lawyer. Talk to a lawyer when they bring that contract out. And the second thing that's come up lately is the railroads. You may have heard that unions are in a fight with the railroads about not necessarily money issues, but quality of work, quality of life issues. One of them is should there be two workers on a train. For safety reasons, I think there should be. And anybody who's interested in that and wants to find out more, you can go and Google and type in 2 people per train. Just simply that, and you'll get some information. Until September 26th, there is the Federal Railroad Administration will be taking comments on that issue. Now, we have trains all throughout our area, and safety-wise, I think 2 workers per train makes it much safer. The last thing I want to talk to you about, as far as why I got into this race, is something that changed my life years ago. When I was 6 years old, my father died. Now, this would have been back in 1961. Things were different then. As far as my mother didn't even have a driver's license at the time. But with the help of Social Security, my mother was able to raise myself and my 5 brothers and sisters to give us a life. Recently, the trustees of the Social Security Administration, or the funds, are saying that the funds will be depleted by around 2034. What that means is, in simple terms, if nothing is done to fix this, 2034 you may see reduced benefits for people. Let's, just as an example, and I'm throwing this out, it's just an example. That if you're making $1,000, sorry about that, I just keep wondering. $1,000 a month, it might be you only get $600, $700. Now, the Republicans are talking about, they're looking at this and they're saying, well, maybe we should just eliminate Social Security. Or let's raise the eligibility ages some more, higher. Or let's just cut benefits. I was up in Mercer County having a good discussion with some people a couple weeks ago, and one woman told me right now she has to decide every month between eating and her medicine. So my approach, my opinion is we shouldn't cut benefits, we shouldn't raise the eligibility ages, and we can fix the trust fund by taking the payroll tax. Right now it's capped at $147,000, so people making more than that aren't paying their full Social Security. Let's raise that.
Yeah.
And that's along the lines of what the Democrats have proposed, but they can't get it moving through the House, or basically the Senate. Finally, to simplify this race with Mary Miller, I've come up with this. I can find it. Here we go. Mary Miller, this is her basic philosophy. She believes in government of Donald Trump, by Donald Trump, and for government, and for Donald Trump. That's her basically philosophy, is what I see. Myself, I believe in government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Taken from Lincoln's 33. So if you have any questions, I'll be sitting over here. I'll be glad to answer them after the program. Thank you, and I hope you go out and vote blue.
And next, we're going to have a short video message from Eric Sorensen, Congressional District Candidate, 17th District.
Hi there, McDonough County Democrats. Hey, my apologies, I couldn't make it there this evening, but I wish I could have joined you for this great fundraiser. But we've got a crew that's here in town, and we are working on our TV ad that is going to win this race. I want to talk with you a little bit about our community here in this district. I was born and raised in Rockford, and living and working there for a decade, and then for 8 years in the Quad Cities. Almost my entire adult life has been spent right here, part of our community. I know the value of our democratic values and our great way of life. And that's what this election is going to be about. You're going to vote for someone that you know and you trust, someone who loves and understands this place. We need someone who's going to focus on bringing good paying jobs right here home. We've got to lower costs, protect and expand healthcare, and that means reproductive healthcare too. Someone who's loyal to us, not someone who's going to be loyal to their extreme parts of their national party. As your representative, McDonough County will always know that I'm working for you. Thank you all very much.
You know, you have the signs on the table. Illinois Democrats deliver. What are we going to do? Deliver! Deliver. Raise those signs up high. Illinois Democrats, we're going to follow through and make sure up and down the ballot that we elect our candidates. All right, here's Elder Claus. Take those signs with you and display them proudly. Our next speaker is Mike Calvin, who's currently House of Representatives, State Senate District 72. Currently running for 36th State Senate District. All right, Mike, come on down.
Thank you, Belinda, and thank you, McDonough County Democrats. Give yourself one round of applause, please. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be the next Democratic Senator representing Macomb and McDonough County. It's absolutely time that we brought democratic values back here to this area. I'm excited to be a part of it, and I'm ready to be that senator and stand up for those values for each and every one of you in this room. All right, there it is. All right, each and every one of you in this room. So, well, how are we going to do it, and what are all those values? You know, some of the other speakers came up today. One of those values has got to be standing up for women. And I'm proud to say that I was with the Democratic majority in making sure we took out the language that would have made abortion illegal when Roe v. Wade was overturned. I was proud to stand with Democrats. It was Democrats that did it. I was proud to stand with Democrats when we actually tried to address the inflation situation here in Illinois. It was Democrats that voted for a budget that had a suspension of the grocery tax, saving people every time they go to Hy-Vee. It was Democrats. No Republicans voted for that. A Democratic budget that froze the increase to the gas tax to make it a little bit easier to fill up your tank in a time of tough inflation. Not a single Republican voted for that either. It was Democrats that did the income tax rebate and the property tax rebate that we're all going to see in the next couple of weeks. Again, no Republican voted for it. It was Democrats that did it. Senator Duckworth said the Republicans will complain and blame all day long about inflation, but they are not willing to lift a finger and do something for the people. It's the Democrats that are delivering. And we're going to keep delivering when you send me to the Illinois Senate in November, and you send Krista Mink to the House of Representatives in Illinois in November, and when you send Paul to Congress in November. It's Democrats that are going to deliver. You know, I've at this point in this campaign, I've knocked on thousands and thousands of doors. And what I'm hearing from people are not the things that Republicans are talking about. It's not the things that Republicans are trying to scare people about. All that Republicans can run on is fear. Trying to scare you about crime, trying to scare you about so-called woke legislation, trying to scare you, trying to divide us, scare us that other people here in the country are somehow going to take away our jobs, or going to take away our freedoms. All they have is fear. And what Democrats are offering is not just hope, although we're offering people hope. We're offering solutions, and we're going to keep offering solutions, whether it's, yes. We're going to keep offering solutions, whether it's tax incentives to make sure we're bringing manufacturing jobs here, microchip production, electric vehicle production, semiconductor production. We have the workforce, we have the infrastructure, we have the energy. We are ready to do that here in Illinois, and we, as Democrats, are offering those solutions. I can't thank you enough for being a part of those solutions. It's the work that you do for the Democratic Party here locally, what you do for our statewide candidates, what you do for state legislative candidates, what you do for your own local elections, county board, municipal elections. We have these gatherings, and it's important to get together to know we're not alone. We've got people that have our back. But it's important that we do the work that I know you all do, which is get out, talk to your friends and neighbors, knock on people's doors, call that relative that may be on the fence sometimes about whether or not they're not convinced that Democrats are the right solution, and you got to give them that little bit extra convincing and say, this year, make sure you go out and vote for Democrats. We're doing all that. We're putting yard signs up. I need you to just keep doing that. And I hate to ask you of anything. I've already asked a lot of you for so much to help out with the campaign and put up a yard sign, knock on doors. But it's super important, and you all know it, but I want to let you all know that I'm out there with you. I spent 4 hours today knocking on doors here in Macomb, talking to people up. Yeah, that's good. Talking to people that might not otherwise have somebody come and talk to them. They don't think they matter. They may not think their vote matters. But that human contact and showing them that a Democrat is willing to come to their door, listen to their concerns, and be ready to act on those concerns, and let them know that they make a difference, they matter, and Democrats are delivering for them. That is the most important interaction any of us can have. And I can't say enough to say I need each of you, and Belinda needs each of you, the local county board candidates need each of you, to go out and talk to those people. Make sure that they know that you think they matter, and that you think their vote matters, and are willing to deliver for them. So let's go out and do that. 55 days left? Actually, this day is almost done. So let's say it's 54 days. 54 days to the election. That's 54 days to talk to voters, knock on doors, to get those yard signs out, and make sure that people in McDonough County know that Democrats deliver. Thank you all again. I'm grateful. Thank you so much.
We have our work cut out for us. There are several polls out that list the Democrats leading the Republicans in our state. We can't rest on our laurels. We have to make sure that up and down the ticket, we elect Democrats in those positions. From the local all the way up. It's our job to get it done. And we can't. The college students, all of you, can go back with your respective organizations, hold voter registration drives, have forums, invite candidates in to come and talk to the students. That's an untapped population.
Yes.
You here are very important to the process. We want you to be engaged. We've got these interns over here, they will help you organize. We've got the college Democrats. Join them. Work together as a collaboration to make it happen, and you can. We have yard signs available for several of the candidates, both inside the building and Tim, where at outside?
Yes, the white pickup truck out front.
White pickup truck
We've got
outside.
county board candidate signs all around, so help
Okay.
yourself.
Pick up your signs. College students, you can take these signs back, Illinois Democrats deliver, put them in your windows. So start a conversation going. Put them in those windows. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. We've had some great messages. We know what we need to do now. It's up to us. If it's to be, it's up to us. We need to get out there, knock on those doors, get those candidates elected. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight.
Oh, yeah, I took a picture of it and I sent it out. Have the hours.
Hey, don't forget to tell Emily I said hi. Will do. All right. Good seeing you. You did a real good job. Oh, that's good. That's good. Where's my kid? All right. Okay. Wait a minute. Mike, can you picture?
Okay, I got him.
Cheese, one more time. All right, we got you.
All right.
We got you.